Good morning, students. Today we are going to do grammar and we will do collective nouns today. Now, collective nouns is not very difficult and you already are familiar with it. But then, since it's part of our topic for this year, I will be teaching it. Maybe it will be a little more in detail than what you studied previously. So, what is a collective noun? It is basically when you're talking of a set or a group of things of the same kind, yes, and then you are considering them to be as one, yes, one set, one group, and then you're giving them a name. That name is called the collective noun. Okay, let's read. A collective noun is used to refer to an entire group of persons, animals, or things as a whole. It therefore includes more than one member. Let's learn some collective nouns. Some collective nouns are common. So means you already know them and they're quite well known. Now you have to learn the collective nouns. There's no formula or anything as such. You have to know what these nouns are. Okay? Okay. The first one, herd. It's usually used for a group of herbivorous animals, means animals who eat only grass generally. Okay, when you're speaking of animals who eat only grass, you generally, the whole group is called a herd. Like the examples: elephants, goats, buffaloes, cows, donkeys, cattle, deer, etc. So you will say a herd of elephants, a herd of goats, a herd of buffaloes, a herd of donkeys. Okay, you can see the example over there, a herd of donkeys. The second, when do you talk of pack? Pack, a group of canine animals such as wolves or dogs. Okay, so canine means those who are who use their teeth to bite or chew these animals. Okay, also used to describe playing cards and packages containing multiple objects. So when you have a pack of, say, toys, yes, so you are talking of all different types of toys, but they are all come under the general category of toys. Maybe a car, maybe an aeroplane, maybe a doll, maybe a kitchen set. All these come under the category of toys. So you will have a pack made of all these toys together, okay, tied up together. So when you're talking of even cards, you see cards, you have 52 cards and each of the cards are different. Yes, no two cards are same besides the two jokers. I think, I'm not sure, you have one or two jokers, whatever, but that's the only thing that's there. That otherwise all the cards are different, but then as a set they make up a set of cards, so they are called, the whole set is called a pack. So you will see dogs, hounds, wolves, cards, all these are called a pack. Next we go to flock. Generally they are talking about birds when you're talking of flock. Yes, also you talk about small hooved animals, animals which are small in size and have hooves. Like even the cows have hooves, but they are not small in size. So you see the example: birds, sheep, tourists. Now, when do you use tourists? Um, you use tourists when there are, like, say there is a fair, okay, and people flock to it. They are not the one, they are come only for the time being to visit the fair. Okay, like a movie, people flocked to see or watch the movie. Okay, why flocked? Because they came in large numbers, they came in large numbers from all directions, and they came over, they watched it, and then they went away. That's why it's called flocked. Next, swarm, a group of insects, generally, sorry, when you're talking of swarm, is generally when it is a group of insects. There are many insects over there. So what are these insects? Like examples are bees, flies, or any insects. The fifth one is shoal. Generally it is for fish. Yes, a shoal of fish, a shoal of salmon. So generally when you're talking of shoal, you're talking of fish. The sixth one, group, a very general term. So it can mean it's spoken in general, not specified or for anything as such. Okay, like you can talk about a group of people where a few people see. There's a difference between flocking and a group. Group, you may have a group of 5, you may have a group of 10, you may have a group of 15 or 20. You will not have thousands of them. Whereas when you're talking of flock, there will be thousands of people coming. Okay, group is they form a set, like a group of friends. Yes, there are many of them. A group of girls, a group of boys. Yes, so there are maybe 15, 20 in that, not so many in number that it looks like a huge crowd. Okay, people, places, things, and animals. Like for example, people, you have islands, you have dancers, etc., etc., etc. Islands also, why? Because these islands are all near each other. Okay, they are all maybe next to each other, around each other, they are around the same area. So that's why it is called as group over here. The reason I'm telling you island is because you also have other words for island, but I'll tell you when those words are used, and this you remember, this is because there are maybe many islands around it or around in the same area. Next one is crowd, used to describe a group of people. A crowd means when there are many people which have gathered over there. Yes, a crowd, many people standing and just watching. So you have people, you have onlookers. Onlookers are people who are looking or looking on. Yes. Next, gang, usually used to describe a group of criminals like robbers, hoodlums, thieves, crooks. All these are bad people who do bad things like robbing, murdering, or whatever, cheating. These are all called as gang. Also used to describe a group of workers, particularly sailors or dock workers. But then, okay, but this is not. It's not there for you all. So I'm just explaining only the part where you have your group of criminals. Okay. Next one. Ninth one is mob. Now, why mob? Also, you have a group of many people, but the difference between this is the mob will be someone who is very angry, like some injustice has happened. Okay, someone was run over by a vehicle and that fellow just ran away with his car instead of taking the person to the hospital. Okay, so then the people who are there around form a mob, a group. Okay, and they chase the car. So here you will not see a group of people chasing, because they are angry, because they are irritated, or they have no control over what they are doing. They are not thinking of what they are doing. That's why it's called a mob. So generally a mob is a group of angry people. Yes, maybe the mob broke the car, smashed the windscreen of the windshield of the car, or slashed the tires of the car. So set the car ablaze. So such things will be done by a gang or a group of people who are angry, who are irritated, who are agitated, who are unruly, means out of control and acting like hooligans, acting like junglis, as you say. Okay. Okay. It's also used to describe kangaroos. So when you have more than one kangaroos in a big group, it's also called a mob. Now your example for this: rioters, kangaroo, emu. Now rioters are those who do what you say in Hindi, danga, fasad. They are called rioters. Okay. So a mob of rioters. Next is staff. Staff are people who work in the same place. You can have servants as staff, you can have employees, you can have teaching staff, you can have all of them who are working in one place together. They are called a staff. Example, a staff of employees. Moving to the next page. Crew. Usually it's used to describe workers who are on the ship or in the aircraft, in the plane. Okay, you can have your cabin crew. Yes, so these are all called as crew. A crew of sailors. Now sailors are all on the ship. I just told you cabin crew. So they are, because they work inside the cabin. Maybe they are the attendant, maybe the air hostess or whatever. Okay. Next is choir. A choir is a large organized group of singers. So when there are many people gathering together to sing a song, and they are sort of training or singing as one group, that's called a choir. Okay, so you can have a choir of angels. Next is orchestra. Orchestra is when they have, it's not the more of the singing, it is more of the music being played along with one person who is conducting them, means who is leading them, instructing them. I don't know whether you all have seen a conductor who generally they wave their hand, they shake their hand, they have a little stick in their hand also, in one of the hands. Yes, sometimes if you all have noticed or watched Errol Sir properly, when you all sing, he does that. He shakes his hand up and down. So he is basically telling you all the rhythm. He's telling you all when to go slow, when to go fast, when to go high, when to go low. So he is conducting the song, okay, the playing of the song, the rhythm of the song. So that's an orchestra. So when this is happening, it's called a orchestra, because music is being played and someone is conducting them, guiding them how to play the music. Next one, fourth, panel is a group of experts. You can have a panel of judges, you can have a panel of experts. Here you have many people who have come together. Maybe they are expert in their field. You will have a panel of judges who know the law properly. Yes, so because they know the law, they can pass a judgment. They can take a decision when they want to pass a judgment or give a punishment to someone who has committed a crime. Next one, a board, a group of people, usually professionals, who take on an advisory role. So here you will have a board of people who generally give advice. Yes, they will be professionals, means not simple ordinary people. They will be people who are experts or good in their own field. Yes. Okay. So like for example, a board of directors, a board of trustees, or even a board of chess players. Next one, troop. Troop is when you have many people who you say like your circus troupe. Okay, they all do acrobatics. I don't know whether you all have watched the trapeze. They use the trapeze to swing on top in the circus. You see they swing on that. Yes, that is called a trapeze. So people who do acrobatics in and when they have a whole group of them, they are called a troupe. Now who else does acrobatics, so jumping around here and there? You even have monkeys doing that, right? When you look at monkeys, they're never sitting in one place, always jumping around here and there, climbing on the trees, sitting on top of one another, doing some mischief. So that's why they're also called a troupe. So you have a troupe of monkeys, you have a troupe of dancers, and you have a troupe of performers. Okay, we go to the next one. A bunch. You have a bunch of generally small objects. If it's a huge thing, you cannot have many number. It's difficult. So here the things what you are talking about will be close to each other, like a bunch of keys. So you will see all the keys are in one ring. That is called a bunch of keys. Yes, you have grapes. You have, when you lift one stem, you will see so many grapes in that one stem. So, and they're all close together. So that's why it's called a bunch of grapes. Okay, the examples for bunch will be keys, grapes, flowers, bananas, etc. Next one is a pile, usually an untidy collection of items. Like generally when you're talking of pile, generally talk of rubbish. So something that just not kept in a proper manner, kept very haphazardly. Like you can say a pile of stones. The stones are just piled up one on top of the other. A pile of books. Books are kept in one on top of the other, not in any particular manner. Okay, that's when it's called a pile. Generally it's connected with rubbish. Heap. A heap is a mold. Okay, it's something like a small tiny mountain, and things are kept over there, maybe with a purpose, maybe to burn it or whatever. So pile and heap are almost the same. Okay. Okay, what do you keep in heaps? You keep trash, and trash is basically rubbish. So even if they're talking about rubbish and they're telling you to form, you will remember that trash and rubbish are almost the same, and so they are always kept in a pile, in a heap. Next one, a set. Set is of one type, but there are many pieces. Like if you see the glass set, all the glasses will be the same. Yes. Okay, let's read. A tidy group of matched objects, such as a directors, also used to describe rule or a social gang. So if you see set, you also are, what is it, you have to talk on your or through your social uh, gang, so group of people. Okay. Okay, now what was a set? Okay, yes, set. Set is, I just told you, when you have many of the same kind, it makes up a set. Okay, things that you have to keep as one group. Like you have a glass of 12 sets, a set of 12 glasses, or it could also be just 6 glasses. So those 6 glasses make up one set. Yes, along with that you have to have your tea dispenser, your milk dispenser, you have your sugar. All these will make your tea tray. Next one, a stack. Stack of men. Okay, now stack of men. When you're talking of stack of men, there is nothing more besides this in the lesson. Now I've tried to see the net, I've tried to see, this is the only thing over here. Sorry. Okay. Okay, so they are stacked up means here they're not thrown in a big, in a pile or in a just as trash. They are kept one on top of the other. So when you're talking of stack, they are stacked up or kept one on top of the other. Okay, so like you can say a stack of hay, bundles which are tied together and formed into a stack, or a stack of books which are kept one on top of the other. Next one is series. What is series? Series is a continuation of something. Maybe one after the other, one episode gets over, you have the next episode as you see a series on TV. It could also mean a series of events, some happening that has happened or taken place, and that is comes one after the other. Okay. So, like, yes, see used to discuss movies, books, or events that follow one after the other. Like you have your Harry Potter, you have the whole series, you have so many sets of books which make up your Harry Potter series. Okay. Next one, you have flight. Flight is connected with going up higher or flying in the sky. Okay, so that's why you have stairs which take you higher upward, and birds which fly in the sky. Pair. A pair is generally when you're mentioning two. Yes, you will have a pair of eyes, you will have a pair of lips, you will have a pair of ears, you have a pair of hands, feet, legs. All these are pairs. Okay, you have, when you're talking of a set of two, they are called pairs. Now even scissors and tongs are in pairs, because generally when you take them you see it's just one tong, it's just one scissors. But the scissor has two parts and they're joined together, and only when the two parts are joined together does it work. Okay, same thing with tongs. You know what you say, you're puckered. Yes, the same thing. If there's only one side, will it work? No, you need both the sides to work. So it works as a pair, as two which does the work together. Yes, chain. Chain is like your necklace connected one to another, makes up one full chain. So you can have a chain of islands, means one island, one after the other. Okay, not far away, not as a group, just anywhere scattered here and there, but specifically one after the other. Okay, colony. A colony is a group living in one place or area. So you will have many in one place or area. That's called a colony. Now examples of colony will be ants, rats, bats. All of these generally stay together in one place, more in number. Next one, fleet. Fleet will be many vehicles which are there one behind the other. Okay, a fleet of cars, a fleet of ships, a fleet of trucks. All these are like as you said here, this you will see this rats colony is generally you're talking, you have a colony, you will have your colony also in the buildings, correct? But when you're talking of fleet, you will have the buildings one sorry, the vehicles one after another and moving. Yes, they are not going to be just generally standing, generally they are moving. A fleet of cars, yes, like when the prime minister goes, you have a fleet of cars, motorbikes following him wherever he goes. Okay, litters are generally the young ones or tiny babies of animals, like a litter of puppies, a litter of kittens, a litter of cubs, litter of piglets. Okay, all these are called litter. Pod. When you talk of pod, you're talking of group of fishes, big fishes. Now the first one, remember when I told you shoal, they're generally small fishes. When you're talking of pod, it will be a group of big fishes and even sea animals, okay, like whales, dolphin, walrus. They are all big fishes. Okay, when you talk about small fishes, it is shoal. Okay. Now, other collective nouns which are different, don't come under any of the categories which I just taught you all. A bouquet of flowers, a wad of notes. You can also have a wad of bills. Wad means the whole bundle that you have in your hand. Yes, when you go to the bank, you want to remove 10,000, they give you a wad of notes. Correct? Okay, next, a murder of crows. So when you have too many crows together, they are called a murder of crows. A gaggle of geese, a class of students, a string of pearls, a swarm of bees, a range of mountains. So the whole range, you have your Sayadari range, you're learning in geography. So because the mountains are all in one big line. Yes, a pride of lions, a caravan of camels, a quiver of bows. So you have many bows together, they are called a quiver of bows. A circle of friends. So that's it. Now we come to your homework. You have to learn whatever I have taught, others you are not going to remember. And also remember, you have to learn the spellings, not just the words. Okay, fill the correct collective nouns. The first one, a competition was held for the dash of students. For the who will be a class of students. A dash of judges was invited to judge it. So what do you have? A panel of judges. Okay. So in the same way you will do all. I will just read. The dash of lions chased the dash of deer. Third, I finished the dash of bananas and threw the peels in the dash of rubbish. Fourth, when the dash of robbers were caught, they told a dash of lies. So what will be the first one? When the you have to think and write everything, okay? Next one. I finished the dash of bananas and threw the peels in the dash of rubbish. Think what you're writing. If you forget, go back to your notes, read it, you will get your answer. When the dash of robbers were caught, they told a dash of lies. Fifth one, I wore a dash of pearls and a dash of earrings. So earrings always will you have only one? No, you have two. So what is the word for two? Think. The dash of camels crossed the dash of mountains. So what do you say? The caravan of camels. Okay. Seventh, a dash of dolphins was spotted near the dash of islands. Eighth, a dash of monkeys disrupted the meeting of the dash of directors. A dash of onlookers stopped by as this should be as okay as the dash of rioters looted the shop. Please change that in the sentence. A dash of onlookers stood by as, not as the onlookers, as the rioters looted the shop. 10th one, a dash of seagulls feasted on the dash of salmon. So this you tell what is their group. Okay, so your lesson is over. If you have a doubt, please do ask me. Don't write anything wrong or write it in pencil, and after having checked with me, you can write your answer in pen. Thank you and do have a good day.